What up, y'all? Hey, it's your old homie, Rude Boy, and DJ Carlito. And you know what we're doing? We're partying this weekend. Damn right. Quarantine weekend, it's going down. It doesn't matter. Why? Because we are partying with our homies over at Whoops Times 2. That's right. Whoops Times 2 is throwing down this weekend, DJ Carlito.
It's a throwdown this weekend. Be there, be square, baby.
Welcome to the first annual Infection Protection Livestream Convention.
What's going on, family? It's your homeboy Preach, man, checking in by way of Romania, South City, St. Louis. You know what I mean? Checking in with my fam, my quarantine fam. Shout out to Whoop Times 2, man. Everybody over that way. So I'm basically uploading this story, one of my stories, man, that just there's so many memories that I've built along the way with people throughout Unity and just common people, man. What I mean by common people is everyday, hardworking, blue collar, just down to earth, everyday human beings that aren't nothing else but everyday wonderful people. I don't know, man, I got so many stories to tell, but one of the coolest memories that I remember from my early career is going out of town. One of my first out of town shows. I think it might have been the very first out of town. No, I think Illinois was one of my first out of towns, but one of my most memorable. I'll never forget it till this day. A lot of you guys know I was a member of a group called the Wet Gremlins. It were three of us. We underground group. We had a good thing going for quite a while. Great memories, great times. And one of the memories that I'd like to share is when we went to South Bend, Indiana. Shout out to all the family, all the ninjas, all my Juggalo fam out there, man. Shout out to everybody in the South Bend, Elkhart, Mishawaka area. Much love. So one of the first times, man, I went out of town was we actually were asked to come out of town to do a wedding. You know what I mean? For a bunch of just amazing people. And shout out to Quigley and Jamie, Quigley the Clown, my brother from another. Much love. And yeah, man, him and Jamie were getting married, and they asked us to come out and perform at their wedding. And when I tell you, we went out there, man, and for the first time, the minute we pulled up, we were greeted by him and his friends. We were greeted by Quigley, his friends, his wife's friends, everyone. Well, basically, we built such a big following, you know what I mean, where people we were really buzzing on the underground. And when we got there, man, they had, literally when they greeted us, they were decked out. We used to wear a lot of green back in the day. We had everything, green hats, green flannels, Dickies, green chucks, all types of shit. It was green bandanas, everything. We painted the city green. Dust the Wet Gremlins. So anyway, when we got there, man, it was wonderful, man. The love, immediately we got out the car. We were like, what the? I mean, they were decked out. You know, they actually took the time to press up their own hoodies and hats with our faces on them and like our little creatures, you know, our little gremlin logos and stuff, man. So it was just to see that, like, damn, man, we really have an influence on these people. Like, no shit, like, this is what it is, man. And that comes, I say that to say this, these are the type of moments that mean the most, because you can never put any type of monetary value on something like that. So anyways, let me not bounce around as I typically do, my ADD ass. So we get there, and basically they greet us, man. They're decked out. I'm like, damn, look at that. Hoodies, hats, their baby. I don't know who it is, but somebody had a baby in their hand, in their arms. Even a baby had onesies with our faces and our Wet Gremlin logos on them. Like, they took the time to press up their own merchandise And we were like, damn, they're doing it up on the merchandise better than we are. So that was amazing. Anyway, so we got there, man. We met everyone. We took pictures right away. And we went and did their wedding that weekend, man. And it was so wonderful because, mind you, again, these are everyday folks, man. You know what I mean? It wasn't about money. It wasn't about nothing. They were such big fans of us. And they were so, they were so in tune with what we were doing states away, that they wanted us to be a part of their big day. So that means the world to me. Like, if anything means the world to me, like, you want little old me and you want us who, we're just common guys just trying to make a name for ourselves. You want us to come out and do your wedding. So that to me means the world, that they would even reach out. Man, they took care of us the whole time. Like I said, man, we're not hard to please, and we weren't expecting much. We just, just put us in a room for the night and let's do it. So nonetheless, man, we went out there and did their wedding. It was beautiful. It was one of the best times of my life, man. The weekend was beautiful. We performed on a stage in the backyard. You know what I mean? They took care of us with food, drink, you name it, the whole shebang, man. So, it was amazing. It was amazing. One of the best times of my life. And us going out there actually led to us coming back and doing more shows in South Bend. So, yeah, man. I'll get into more stories with you guys a little later, but I think, in times like these, I think we should never lose sight of what it means to be human, man. You know what I mean? Meaning human interaction, like human bonding. Like right now, I get it. We're bonding over the phones because we're kind of quarantined. We have no choice. You know what I mean? I mean, we could walk to the park or something, get some fresh air, but mostly we're trying to stay put, to do the right thing, so we don't want this to really get out of hand. You know what I mean? So we need everyone to do their part. But yeah, man, one of the best memories I remember is from my early career. I'm talking like 15 years ago when we first hit the scene. It was wonderful, man. Shout out to everyone in South Bend, Indiana. All my fam up there, man. Much clown love. Quigley, love you, brother. Jamie, hope you guys are doing well. Shout out to Stank. Shout out to everybody up there, man. You know what I mean? Everyone. So I love you guys, man. But yeah, one of the best times of my life, doing a Juggalo wedding in South Bend, Indiana. I want to come back soon and visit and do a show and kick it and fill in the blank. Smoke, drink, eat, drink, sleep, wake up, and reproduce. I love you guys, man. Preach, checking out. Checking in and checking out. From South St. Louis. All for one, one for all. Whoop times two. Whoop, whoop.
Hey guys, remember when we first found Superstore? That show was awesome. And we first figured out they're definitely doing St. Louis. And they're definitely doing Target, even though they're wearing blue vests. They made it really obvious now. They talk about Kirkwood and Crestwood and all these other places. But at first, a lot of people thought I was insane. Because I was like, no, dudes, I worked at Target in St. Louis. This is Target in St. Louis. And a bunch of you laughed with me, and we all laughed together, and it was fucking awesome. And the show is still fucking awesome. And while we're all stuck inside, why don't we find something that's really fun and cool?
What's up, motherfucker? This is P. You can call me P Thing, or P, whatever you want to call it. This is me presenting to you Poem, P-O-A-M, which means Fate of a Marauder. And I'm doing this quarantine little live show for you with all the great motherfuckers that are on this little quarantine show as well. Let's do this shit. My music, man, I sure do love. Powwow's my music, man, I sure do love. Yeah! never ever heal. Must be my mind, then I'll do what I feel. Must be my mind, then I'll do what I feel. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I'm a man, not a dog, and I never ever heal. Ha ha!
What up, though? It's Big Sherm. You know me for behind the scenes at hashtag for Juggalos by Juggalos. You know me and my crew as Non Grata Entertainment. My homie asked me to send a video giving a good memory of being with a bunch of people, having a good time as we're all locked up in this quarantine. My memory would have to be the hotel after DCG2 in Denver. Everybody coming together in unity and love, just having a good time, still playing games after we got shut down. Everybody putting in prizes to make prizes for some tournaments that went awesome and full of love. All I gotta say, man, those memories, we gotta keep those, put them in our hearts. Remember, this too shall pass. It's nothing we've ever dealt with. And it's sad being locked up like we are, Juggalos. But just know, for Juggalos by Juggalos has nothing but love for everybody. We'll be rocking with you guys very soon. If you're bored, grab a board game, grab some dice, have a good time, put on some movies, keep hydrated. Much love, y'all. Peace.
Whoop times 2. How's everybody doing out there? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Just hanging in there. I'm not going to give up. I've been asked to upload this video of my favorite story of the gathering. I really don't have a favorite. I enjoy all the years I've gone, and I look forward to going back each year, seeing everybody. But I enjoy cooking for everyone. It makes me feel good, and I guess the thing that I remember the most is, I believe it was in Oklahoma. No, it wasn't Oklahoma. It was in Ohio, at Thornville. I had made some drink stuff, and everybody had went to bed on me, so it was just me sitting there, and Mankini walked up with someone, and we're sitting there talking, and we start drinking a little bit of my moonshine and my drink I made, and they told me that I was putting dollar bills in Mankini's bikini, and So had a good time that night. But no, I enjoy the gatherings. Like I said, I really don't have a favorite story. And I want to thank all the family for the prayers, thoughts and prayers as I've been sick and lost everything in the fire. Looking forward to the gathering this year. Getting ready for it. So, but whoop times 2. I miss and love you all.
I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Purity is all I need to find. I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Simplify my mind, simplify my mind, simplify my mind, simplify my mind. I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Purity is all I need to find. I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Simplify my mind, simplify my mind, simplify my mind, simplify my mind, simplify my mind. I need something to help me simplify. I need something to help me simplify. I need something to help me simplify. I need something to help me simplify my mind. I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Purity is all I need to find. I need something to clear my mind, something I can identify. Simplify my mind, simplify my mind.
And I just wanted to say, like, last year was my first time going to the gathering, and I had gone because I had seen that movie Family, and I have to say I went because I wanted to see if it really was as good as she said it was, and it 100% was. Like, I went, I was converted, I'm definitely a juggalo, I identify, I tell people all the time about ICP, I tell people about my family and the gathering, and, you know, obviously I have a silly YouTube channel where I have things like that on there, trying to feature like the best thing about my friends and my fam. And yeah, it's been life-changing. Like, you know, I look forward every year now to going to the gatherings. So I really hope it comes through. I can't wait to see all of you there. Hope you're all hanging in, and yeah, be in touch. You could always say hi to me on you know, Instagram or YouTube or whatever. I'd love to connect with you.
Hey, what's going on? I'm the Rootless One, coming to you live from North Carolina, Great Smoky Mountains. Fucking, any of my old school Florida peeps happen to be watching this, it's your boy 13. Whoop whoop, my ninjas. What's going on, fam? And shit's crazy, man. Shout out to Whoop Whoop, or Whoop times 2, however you want to say it, for doing this regarding this whole, isolation COVID-19 thing. It's crazy, It's like before I moved up here from Florida about 6 years ago now, I've already been in isolation, so it's kind of like the norm for me. But I do miss the shows. I do miss gatherings, man. Speaking of which, I got a nice little story for you. I'm going to share one of my favorite stories here. It's about 2007, right? And I had just turned 21, and I was fixing to hop on a plane to go to Vegas, celebrate for a week with some peoples out there and everything. And my boy, D Murder, dude, I can't stress how much I love this dude. He is like my brother. So from here on out, I'm going to call him my brother. But my brother, D Murder, decided, without me knowing, by the way, beforehand, to have a get-together, have a little gathering, if you will, assembled. Now, we used to go to this place called Gandy Beach. And any Florida peoples, St. Pete peoples know that Gandy Beach is the place to gather and meet after any concert, after any show. And every once in a while, just go just for the fuck of it. Little has been known to me, D Murder had set everything up, got through to a few people who got through to a few people. It was just like, I guess, like, it's like, hey, it's my boy 13's birthday, and he's, picking to leave for a week and wanted to give him a little party or whatever, right? So it's the night before my flight, and he springs this on me, like, look, dude, we're going to go to, got a little party set up for you for your birthday and celebration tonight out on Gandy. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, don't worry, I got us a ride. You don't have to drive, just have fun. And, I'm thinking, okay, cool. There'll be like 12, maybe 15 of the homies that, actually know me and, I guess like me or whatever, just want to have an excuse to drink and party or whatever. Well, the homie picks us up. We roll out. Of course, stopping at the liquor store so I can get me a bottle of whiskey. Because they didn't know how many people were going to be there. I was going to get crunk. We get there. We pull up to Gandy, and it's crazy. It's like a show had just gotten out. Like, literally, there were at least, like, fucking 50 to 100 people there. Like, there was a lot. And each one of them, I was walking around, greeted me, knew me, was like, hey, what up, 13? Happy birthday, man. Here, have a drink, blah, 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 And it was really fucking cool, because you don't think that you're going to have that many people out there. And every single person that was at the beach that night wished me a happy birthday and toasted a drink to me. And it was dope, and just regular fucking people, man. I'm just a regular person. Oh, we're all just regular fucking people, And it was just maddening to me, though, because like I said, I was only expecting like 15, maybe 15, but really like 7 to 10 people to show up, And you get there and there's like fucking 50 plus people, almost 100 fucking people. Nuts. Talk to people, just having a good time, having laughs. Partway through the night, I got so fucking drunk, I threw open someone was there had their car with a system in it, and had one of my older CDs in it. And they threw it in, and I ended up throwing it out the trunk, little mini concert, if you will. I don't remember a whole lot of that night because I was drunk as hell. I just remember it was really good times. And the next morning I flew out to Vegas for a week. But that night, that fun little mini gathering of people, that was dope. You're like, oh, okay, it's going to be a party for me for my birthday. You're thinking it's going to be a small number, but then it's a large number. And every single one of them knows you. It's pretty dope. But anyway, that's all I got. So, hunker down, stay safe. If you got to go somewhere, go ahead and go somewhere. Just keep mind of your health. Cheers.
time for us to rise and open up your eyes and look at every single thing that's truly going wrong. Get rid of all the hatred that's supposed to be gone. Cause time is at it last too motherfucking long. Man, I tell you, every day is just a struggle in his life. And every single day, a man will hit his wife, or he will hit his kid, make his life a living hell. What the fuck is going on? Everything is going, it's a beautiful world in a single mental place. But it's hard for that to happen, cause some people look at race. We need to get together, give the world a little taste. Cause hatred is a waste, it's a motherfucking waste. Fuck all the people who love the fucking government, cause they're the kind of people put the world on punishment. Those people are shitty to the ones that live in pity. Now racist motherfuckers are in every fucking city. They should die, who will cry, bust a nut in the eye. Now salute the fucking flag with a finger in the air. Tell everybody that we had it out to here. When the world is convulsing, it's turning round and round. It's a pitiful world in a single mental place. But it's hard for that to happen, cause the people look at race. We need to get together, give the world a little taste. Cause hatred is a waste, it's a motherfucking waste. It's a beautiful world in a single mental place. But it's hard for that to happen, cause the people look at race. We need to get together, give the world a little taste. Cause hatred is a waste, it's a motherfucking waste. The world is convulsing, it's turning round and round. The world is convulsing, it's turning round and round. The world is convulsing, it's turning round and round. The world is convulsing, it's turning round and round. It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place. Beautiful people everywhere, the way they show they care makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world, it's a wonderful time to be here, it's nice to be alive, wonderful people everywhere, the way they comb their hair makes me want to say, it's a wonderful place, it's a wonderful place, it's a wonderful place, it's a beautiful world in a single mental place, but it's hard for that to happen cause some people look at race. We need to get together, give the world a little taste, cause hatred is a waste, it's a motherfucking waste. It's a beautiful world in a single mental place, but it's hard for that to happen cause some people look at race. We need to get together, give the world a little taste, cause hatred is a waste, it's a motherfucking waste. Thank you for enjoying a little moment with your friend P. This is a poem from me to you, and I hope you like it, because if you don't, fuck you. I came here to play guitar, and I don't care if you want to hear me from here and far. But I'm not a rapper, I'm just a singer and a guitar player that writes songs on a crapper. So I hope you enjoyed this quarantine night, because it's time to say goodnight.
So, watching that video of Preach made me think. First time I ever been up to South Bend, Indiana, was to see my boy Aaron, Big Baby Sweets, my juggalo neighbor, my ghetto neighbor. And I stayed at his rent's house and went up there for Jamie and Quigley's wedding. I filmed the entire thing. I'd have to look for it. I got it buried somewhere deep in the archives. That wasn't the first time I seen White Gremlins a bunch of times, but I was happy to know that Preach was going to be up there. So Filmed the entire thing with a Lotus mask on, with a big afro. Aaron can attest to all that. And it was interesting. There was on one side of the aisle was nothing but family, and on the other side was nothing but juggalos. And the one side that was just family was just kind of like, don't know what the fuck's going on, and it was just probably the oddest thing that I had ever experienced in my life. But yeah, they had made some pot brownies, and they stashed them somewhere around the building or something, so there's a huge thing to go running around and grabbing these pot brownies and stuff, and they tasted like dirt because they didn't grind up the weed properly, and it was just horrible. It was the worst pot brownies I ever had in my life, to be quite honest. But the show was magnificent. Big Baby Sweets was on the 1s and 2s and shit. That was really cool. That's where me and Aaron really bonded. I had been going to shows for a long time, seeing Havoc and Wet Gremlins and Hellsent. So I wasn't new to the whole scene, but that was one of my first production deals as far as that went for Big Ducats Productions. So that was a video and audio company and ran on the underground for a while. Recorded a lot of shit. A lot of stuff I still need to reproduce. But that was fun. I loved hanging out with Preach. Me and Preach barely knew each other at that point, but it was definitely cool. I knew him as an up-and-coming artist on the underground, and I told him that a million times. I said, you're going to be infamous, I used to tell him. Infamous. You're going to be more than famous. That means more than famous. That's an old joke from the Three Amigos. But shout out to Whoops Times 2. Shout out to my boy Johnny Carr. Shout out to Aaron, Preach, all the Wet Gremlins, Jamie and Quigley, but I don't think they're still together. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that. But so, hope everybody's doing good in this quarantine shit. Still doing a lot of side work and shit. I figure if the Great Lord's gonna take me away for something I can't even see, there's nothing that's gonna stop that shit. So, nothing to slow me down. Well, he wants me more up there than he wants me down here. That's the way it's gonna be. But yeah, watching that video definitely kicked some old memories around, like Dust Devils, like Tumbleweed, running down the ghetto neighbor avenue. So, hope all y'all are good out there. Much clown love. 3 to the East. Hope y'all be good. Talk at you soon. See you. Bye.
So I've been asked to tell you guys a story or two about how it feels to be me, how it feels to be gathered, surrounded by other people all around, Kansas City or wherever the fuck I just so happen to pop up at. So I'm not going to tell you a story about one particular fucking moment. I'm going to tell you a story about how it feels to be Casey Luigi. Honestly, it all started out as a fucking joke. I went to one goddamn concert, and people fucking loved it. Realistically, I can't hate on them for it. I mean, shit. If I seen some random fucking dude showing up in a goddamn costume, I'd fucking lose my shit just as much as the next guy. I mean, to be Luigi has been one hell of a fucking journey, that's for damn sure. I've met superstars, underground legends, you name it, I've done it. It's crazy. And to get the respect that your legends would get from a legend. Like, meeting Crazy Bone, meeting fucking Bubba Sparks, meeting fucking Vanilla Ice, meeting whoever, whatever. And they all treat me with respect. it fucking blows my mind. And being surrounded by the most random fucking people. I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't travel. Keep this in mind. I do not fucking travel. And these motherfuckers, some kids, came up to me and they're like, please, tell me, are you Casey Luigi? And I'm sitting there going, how the fuck do you know about me? Like, that is the fucking shit. Like, I appreciate every motherfucker who's seen me, taken a picture with me, has heard of me, whatever. Thank you for making this fucking bullshit real. You have honestly made my life that much better. Walking into a fucking bar and having one motherfucker saying hi, that's fucking great. Having the fucking superstars doing shout-outs on the goddamn stage because you're the fucking weirdo standing out in the goddamn crowd. It's fucking awesome. I mean, I've hung out with Twisted. I've smoked with ABK. I mean, what the fuck do you want? I've done a little bit of everything. Me and Mayday, we've been through some shit. If you guys don't know who Mayday is, they're a strange music label, and I fucking love these guys. They did a concert at St. Patrick's Day or some shit like that a couple years back. Or no, it wasn't St. Patrick's Day. That was a good one too. But Reverend Lynch ended up showing up in the goddamn basement at the Riot Room in Kansas City. Made the fucking wife's goddamn night. Just blew her mind. They came back, I'd say about a year later. Wife's pregnant with my first son. She's pregnant as hell. We walk in there, wrecking Burns and Knobs. We're like, hey man, if we're gonna have a baby tonight, we're gonna have a fucking baby tonight, and I'll catch the fucking baby on the fucking stage. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it fucking big. They're like, we're gonna fucking make this shit real. Unfortunately, 2 days later, fortunately, 2 days later, the baby was born, but I was so excited that they were more than happy to catch a fucking baby on stage. Like, dude, seriously? Fast forward a couple more years, another Mayday show. Got married by the one and only KC3, with Recognize actually videotaping the whole goddamn ceremony at their fucking VIP session. Stevie Stone shows up. It was fucking amazing. I'm just saying, like, they got a shout out the whole fucking night. Like, to be Casey Luigi is fucking amazing. And I appreciate everyone who has ever heard of me, seen me, follows me, whatever the fuck. I know I haven't been real current on my shit. I can honestly admit that, but of course, you know, being a father of 6, it's kind of hectic on this end. But I do appreciate you guys. And stay inside. Don't do this stupid shit, because, I mean, realistically, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down while I'm still up top. Or underground up top. Or known-ish. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are safe. Make sure you guys stay inside. Do whatever the fuck the government tells you to do, because I'm not trying to repopulate this goddamn planet by myself. Have fun, and thank you again. Deuces.
Welcome to the channel. Check out our fuck. Nah, bro.
Hashtag I don't give a That's what I think about that.
Look at these motherfuckers. It is on.
Alright, is your finger in your belly button? Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, I got it. Alright, here you go. Smell your finger.
Fuck you. and I literally. Thank you. No, we got no. If you're being commanding, which you are all the time, you gotta raise your voice, not.
I don't have enough chip clips for all this.
Is that a mummy? A ghoul? He's a skeleton? I don't know. I guess maybe a mummy?
What up, homies? It's your boy DJ Carlito here. I want to invite you guys to a party this weekend. I know it's lockdown, I know it's quarantine time, but it's all good. There's still a party going down this weekend right on whoopstimes2.com.
How the hell is he gonna shit now?
What up, y'all? Hey, it's your old homie, Rude Boy, and